What's up, everyone? Alex here, yet again. I'm back with many more false promises to say that I'm back and hopefully going to be creating new content for you guys. I say new, different content for you guys. For those who actually have watched our videos before and have heard me say it many times, I apologize again for not being able to follow up, but I do wholeheartedly hope to be able to do so this time. Previously we've had just loads of things sort of take over our lives, or in our own personal lives, so just either work or going to tournaments, being tired, and just it was all a mismatch where I didn't really have the time to create the content that I'd be happy to provide out there for you guys to hopefully also enjoy. But going forward, hopefully this channel, or a new channel, whichever we decide to use or I decide to use, is something that you guys actually enjoy, sort of content that we provide. There are a lot of YouTube content providers right now. There's loads of websites, there's different blogs that provide all this sort of information, and it's all centered around Pokemon, so we're all going to have very similar sort of content. I use that word a lot now, but it is all content. So expect to see deck profiles, tournament reports. I'll let you know how badly I do in tournaments, because unless I get really lucky like I have been for the past few years. But there's a few other things that I actually want to try and provide out there as well, something a bit different, and hopefully something you guys, like I said, it's all about whether you guys enjoy it. I really just want to make sure that it gets you guys thinking, gets you enjoying the videos, and that's what's important. So first thing, what I want to try and do is actually, give a, let's say, more detailed, more granular level of analysis around sort of recent tournaments. So it could be the regionals, it could be the internationals, even potentially, I'll start summarizing some of the league cups, for example, within, I'd say UK now, because, well, I'm based in the UK, and not that you guys didn't know that already. But yeah, so hopefully summarizing these sort of details and analysis. We've seen many websites already just show a breakdown of decks that are within sort of the regionals that have done well, made it to day 2, the top 32 decks, for example. The team I'm part of, Complexity Card Gaming, we already did provide that. We provide a top 32 breakdown of the decks and some fun facts. But what I really want to try and do is actually go into the really granular detail and sort of a real deep dive into sort of those numbers and what they mean, and hopefully get you guys thinking, get myself thinking, how these sort of numbers might play looking forward into your next meta game, for your next cup, for example, or a meta game for the next big regional. Yeah, so this is my first idea. This is something I'm going to try and do. It's something, I work with numbers as part of my job. I do analytics as it is. I might be giving very basic analytics currently, with these sort of first few videos, but hopefully alongside me you can help me evolve and sort of really bring this sort of detailed analysis to fruition, as it were. So that's number one. Number 2, what I'm going to try and do, hopefully, is, and actually I'm going to be doing in my next tournament that I'm going to, is actually getting some real recorded games for you guys. We've seen some other YouTubers do this as well, and obviously it might be more interesting to listen to them. But what I'm going to try and do is actually get these recorded games, I guess, suppose at a sort of league cups, as it were, because the majority of bigger tournaments already have streaming. You can watch them all on Twitch, for example. But at cups within the UK, we'll try and get recorded games round by round. And what I'll try and do, and maybe we can try and get others to help out as well, is commentate over the actual games. Give you a real insight into how I see the games are going, how turns are played out. But I'm also trying to do this, as well as for you guys. It's also helpful for me. I'm using this to try and stay within the game, really stay on top of my knowledge of the actual gameplays and different plays that people can make, the different little small things that players can see, that certain other people can't, and hopefully provide something interesting. Hopefully we'll provide more gameplay, more more chances for you to watch certain decks in action. And I feel that's really important, not necessarily watching on PTCGO. Everyone complains about the shuffle mechanism on there. Watch live people shuffle. Watch, as boring as that sounds, by the way. Watch live people shuffle and actually be able to see how their decks react to other matchups. So that's part 2. So hopefully that's me going towards to many other League Cup organizers and tournaments. Hopefully recording many other tournaments and releasing videos on quite a continuous basis, because in the UK we have many League Cups. Yeah, exactly. Part 3 that I want to try and bring could be the most boring of the lot, but I feel like it's one of the most important things now. It's sort of information that you probably could find on the internet as well. But it's something that among my peers, I'm someone that people go to in terms of sort of these sort of questions and sort of organizing things. So it's really trying to look at, with so many tournaments abroad now, particularly the regionals, whether that, we've had like 2 or 3 in the UK, but there's many abroad. There's many sort of things that you have to sort of really know and understand. Is maybe looking like just being maybe a bit more street smart about trying to get to these tournaments. Not necessarily wasting your time, sort of balancing the costs, whether that be a travel, accommodation. There's so many different little things that hopefully I can try and provide some advice, some information for, make it a little bit easier, especially for you guys in the UK, because, like I said, this is what I do in the UK. I try and get to these tournaments with as little money as I can, but, balancing the idea that, hopefully I don't end up in a place that I don't want to be for a weekend. I want to enjoy it. I want to be in a nice place with my mates, saving money, having a good time at a weekend. So hopefully with this sort of information I can try and provide and a bit of advice. No idea if that would be of any interest to you guys, but if it's not, just let me know and I won't make them anymore. But we'll try and just keep them updated as we go along. So I'll try and manage the actual content as well. So any of the videos that we make, if there are deck profiles, we'll try and group them up all together, so that you can sort of watch similar videos. So if it's a Garbodor variant, we'll try and keep Garbodor within like its own playlist. That way you can see the different kind of variants of Garbodor. We'll try and keep the videos updated as well as more decks are released and more information is released. We can just update the videos instead of creating whole new ones, because the premise of certain decks are very much the same. They don't tend to change. Maybe like small variants do. And similar with the information and the League Cups, we'll put them all in one place so you can see all of them. It's not like a mismatch of everywhere that you see with a lot of sort of YouTube content. That's me rambling a lot already. Those sort of the 3 ideas that I'm going to try and bring alongside deck profiles and tournament reports. I will say that I'm still very busy. I'm moving house soon. I've spent God knows how much money on trying to move to this new house. But once I've got that, I'll have my own room set up with just this. We won't even see a bed in the background anymore. None of this floral pattern in the back. But yeah, so hopefully I'll be able to actually really push out content, really drive this going forward, and really bring out something that you guys will enjoy and that's something I will enjoy making as well. So yeah, enough rambling on for me. Hope you enjoyed my another comeback video. Yeah, see you later everyone. Peace.